Watch mighty warriors in the field. And right across the street from Ray's Closeouts, there is a bison. So if you don't notice all the real nice flags hanging up to let you know you're about there, and you don't notice the sign, then at least you can look for the bison. So that's pretty cool. All hand painted. So, remember, that's how police cars and sheriff's cars used to look. And a redneck version of a Dukes of Hazzard car. It's pretty cool. A lot of old vehicles here. That's pretty cool. Oops. Oh, here we go. I think this is the one that they used for their wedding. Somebody's wedding or something. That is pretty cool. They did a good job. Oh, so that was just this month that they got married. It's pretty cool. That's one thing that I think is so funny is they try to say that Biden won Wisconsin, and I think I saw one Biden thing, and it was painted on the side of an old barn out in the middle of nowhere, and the side that was painted Biden was not facing the road. It was facing the road, but like the off road, the back road, not the main road. So I thought that was pretty funny. But that's a nice fire truck. And I like the flags they fly. Well, there you have it, Motor Warriors. Ray's Closeouts in Friendship, Wisconsin. Now, I might just swing by the store in Hancock too and see. But anyway, thanks for watching, Motor Warriors. And remember to live your life with the heart of a Viking warrior. Bye for now. Snowmobile crossing signs all over around here too. That must be the old farmhouse and barn that used to run this area. Oh, look at that old place falling apart. Look at that too. A lot of these old towns that, especially since they put the interstate in here, a lot of these old Americana towns are kind of drying up. See if you look, there's a cool bridge there, a little footbridge. I don't know, there's no trail there, but that's kind of weird. Must be something for fishing. The sign back there said 35, so I was going 40. And the guy shot by me, so I don't know. He wasn't wearing a helmet, so he's obviously from here. I'm just so used to wearing a helmet, even though Wisconsin doesn't require one. I'm just so used to it that I'd wear it anyway. Especially when you're trying to do a moto vlog. It's hard to do a moto vlog without a helmet on your head. But these roads are so straight. I wonder how fast you could go if we were going through the twisties down by my house. We get people all the time that are moving out of Tennessee from places with real long straight roads like this, and when you get a little bit of a straightaway in between some curves, they come screaming up on you. Even if you're going 10 or 15 over the speed limit, they'll come screaming up behind you, even in their little sports cars and stuff. But the minute you hit a bend in the road, they're gone. They're like so far behind they can't catch back up sometimes. I just think it's kind of funny. I was just going slow though because I'm trying to see the area. It's kind of cool. Little different shops every once in a while, and houses that are kind of falling apart because whatever they did for a living went out of business when the interstate went through. It's like that everywhere though. I know the same thing happened in certain areas, parts of, you know, Tennessee, East Tennessee and North Carolina. It's like they built that interstate go through there, and all those little towns like Flag Pond and whatever that relied on an occasional car or two going through there to get, you know, a few bucks. They don't get that anymore because people just jump on the interstate and never even know those little towns exist. I mean, I understand progress and everything, but when you're living in a small town and that's how you make your money, and then all of a sudden there's nothing there anymore, it's kind of a rough thing, you know. You feel bad for the people, but when you're trying to get somewhere, yeah, you know. I'm surprised how many bikes there are here. A lot of these people too. It's like even people on sport bikes not wearing helmets. I believe in the right to not wear a helmet. I really do. I don't think the government should tell you what to do. But if you're going down the road on a sport bike or any bike and you eat it, your chances of surviving have been greatly diminished because one of the first things you're going to hit that's going to do the most damage is your head. And there used to be a thought that the helmets actually do more damage to your head because they'd snap your neck. And with the old helmets, they used to come down, I remember that they used to come down farther, like on the back of your neck, so you couldn't tuck and roll because you'd have to like flip over that helmet. And yeah, there was a few people that would snap their neck and end up in a wheelchair that might have been able to survive otherwise. But the helmets today are cut up high enough that your head has full flexibility, and it's not even an issue, but it takes forever to dispel a myth. I know that a friend of mine, he had a car that he's like, man, you can't park a car on a hill. I said, why not? And he said, all the oil will run out and your engine will run without oil, and it'll seize up your engine before you get off the hill and, ruin your car, ruin your motor. I'm like, man, everything today is like run by computers, and it's not going to do that. But he didn't believe it because he was old school and thought that, that's what his dad always taught him, is that you can't park a car on a hill and start it because, it'll damage the engine. I was like, well, you can believe what you want, buddy. The sun's starting to get in my eyes, and when I get up here and turn around and head back, it should be against my back, so that'll be kind of nice. Nobody likes driving with the sun in their eyes, especially on roads you don't know. Even though this is straight, there's bear and deer up in this area of Wisconsin. I'm up a ways, and I don't want to hit a deer or a bear. I've come close back in East Tennessee, and this area, especially farther up north, it reminds me so much of Tennessee in a lot of ways. The people up in northern part, they're real friendly. They're completely different than they are down by Madison and Milwaukee, where there's like so many angry, violent, bitter Democrats and stuff, and weirdos that don't know the difference between boys and girls. But up here, people, are pretty mentally sound, and they have a pretty good head on their shoulders and stuff. But I like this area. Friendly people, beautiful scenery. There's a lot of like rocky outcrop things that, you know, look like mountains, a lot of water and streams and whatever. A lot of hunting land.